What is going on, guys? Welcome to episode 15 of my 10-season challenge in Football Manager 2017. So here towards the end of the second season, just to go through the history, we'll go job history. The first season of this challenge, we were at Burton, finished 17th, but I really wanted to move on as I couldn't see success in the near future. Got the job at Southampton when they were 20th in the Premier League, so obviously 13th for Southampton is decent compared to the predicament they were in, so I'm happy about that. And next season, unfortunately, we couldn't really win anything, but it was pretty tough, obviously, coming in at the time we did, and to get in this position, who knows, we could finish 12th, depending on how the last game goes. But you would notice the money, it just gone even worse. The balance, the loss, I'm not sure why. The last couple of weeks, it just went more in the red. But if we go to the board here, I'm going to show you the board will not deal with any budget-related requests while the takeover talks are in progress. That's the most important part there. There's a takeover talk in progress. So we're going to wait to see what happens with that, if anything does, of course. And here, guys, I'll just show you the message I got. That was just before the end of April there. So, yeah, essentially just a couple weeks ago. Takeover rumours at St. Mary's Stadium gathered fresh momentum this week with the Emirates FA Cup semi-finalists. I guess you can say that. Yeah, we made to the semi-final. Not too bad. Subject of a 140 million takeover bid. I saw that. Okay. Yeah, not too bad. 140 million, I'd say. And from Bilbao. Interesting. Juan Carlos Ramirez, business tycoon, reported to have stated that he intends to invest upwards of 70 million in the club. So, yeah, that's a lot of money. Obviously, you can see how we're in the red right now, but the Southampton board have placed an embargo upon transfers as a result. See, if that was to happen now, it's probably the best time because, you know, I did get that big deal in. We made that deal in January of Leroy Sané, who's picked up an injury, so he's just going to be out for the rest of the season or last game of the season. And there's a lot of players wanted. So yeah, we're gonna see what happens. It's gonna be very interesting, and I've actually gotten more interested in this save. I know I just played the last couple games, but sometimes it's like that in Football Manager for me. I can get more interested in it like on a different day. Like one day you might not be interested in the save as much, but then yeah, you play a few games and you're suddenly into it more. I'm not sure if you guys are the same. Like I was almost thinking, yeah, I'm not sure if I'm gonna be doing this more, but yeah, right now I'm actually excited to get into the next season and see what I can do. And obviously the end of the next season, that's when my contract runs out, so we're not going to be like with a chance to win a European competition. So I'm thinking I just want to really overachieve. Maybe if I could finish top 4, that would be amazing, and then really improve my reputation to maybe get a job with an actual top 4 team, showing I could finish there with Southampton. Obviously, that's what I'm planning right now. So Sané, we're just going to take him off, and we'll bring on Dusan Tadic and yeah, Boufal on the bench, I suppose. Højbjerg come in, Ozil Cup. Yeah, played him in a few games. Didn't do terrible, but yeah, still obviously the future is up in the air for a few players. But again, I don't mind this lineup. I say this lineup I've built since I've joined, but I'll just go into the transfers to show you the players I, in fact, brought in myself. Sandro was here, Hinteregger was here, Teddy Bishop, I'm just like, who's that? He's just in the under-23s, but yeah, he was signed already. Kone was, and Noel Ennis, another one of those young guys. This is potentially be a quality player, but yeah, that's only essentially 2.5 gold stars. But the signings I made, Smalling and Sané, brought them in, and you can see the player. The only one we really sold was this Federico guy to Middlesbrough, and he's not doing too bad, but yeah, in the championship, so we had to move him on, and we brought in like quality, obviously a bit of money, but Smalling, and this is what I mean by the Sané deal. See, it's a lot over certain months, so like 48 months, and then yeah, other clauses, I think with goals scored, something like that. So that was going to affect our budget for the next the next season, obviously, but because, yeah, who knows what's going to happen, board takeover, so I'm not really minding it so much that, yeah, we can't make transfers right now. It's not a huge issue for us, because I don't mind our best starting 11, but yeah, saying that, we will get into the game. But guys, if you are really enjoying this series, if you could smash that thumbs up button, I would really appreciate that. Obviously, I'll be more motivated to continue to make more episodes with that alone. And like I said, I'm starting to enjoy it because I just was playing this before the last few games to get to the end of the season. I'll just say the fans have been fantastic for us all season. Go out there and give them one last performance to cheer for. And Cedric is looking stressed. I'm not sure why. we're not getting relegated or nothing like that. The final game of the season, it should be pretty chilled, honestly. There's not much pressure on us ourselves. It could be other importance for us. Like, I still want to test our players, maybe a few players playing for their careers, but in the starting 11, maybe not too many. They would be ones not starting, so maybe just a little bit, maybe someone like Tadic, because 100% not preferred in that role. But Ward-Prowse scores, James Ward-Prowse, nice goal. So yeah, I don't know, guys, like from the last episode, like I'm enjoying this way more. Like I was a bit frustrated in the last episode with the game, but the issues figured themselves out. I can actually watch replays now. They weren't showing up before. It was just like, yeah, they were invisible. But yeah, that can happen in Football Manager sometimes. There's just a few things, you start enjoying the game again. So okay, we're just going to say I'm very happy. Just praise the lads. That's what we do at this point. Very happy. And yeah, very happy in the final third with the efforts there. But again, like, we're not really achieving anything this season. But for me, the manager's point of view, I got them like out of the relegation zone. What do you guys think? When I joined, they were 20th. Do you think they would have gotten out of the situation without changing managers? Let me know in the comments. Did I really do an amazing job? Or, yeah, would have it happened anyway? They just had a bad start to the season. Let me know. But, like, that's why I wanted to join Southampton. I thought it was a good job for me to go to, because they were in a bad situation and we have time to actually still win something with them. Hopefully. But see, when I say win something, I see as like a top 4 is something to win, like a really good achievement, and maybe like a cup. We went to the semi-final, so then get knocked out by a better team like City. So yeah, I'm just looking. We don't really need to make a change though, but again, Buffal, I want to see if he can do anything, prove himself, play him as an inside forward, see how he goes. But last 15 minutes now, we're going to see nothing looks like it's going to happen. Maybe a late goal. Sandro's been a bit disappointing the last month or so of games. Almost 2 months. Buffal goes very close, but that's what he always does. He takes shots outside of the box, but doesn't score. But if you take a look at the match stats, we are clearly dominating the game. Look, the possession, 10 shots on target, though we haven't had a clear-cut chance. It happened in a recent game as well. We had a lot of opportunities, but no clear-cut chances. So maybe something we think about, but, you know, we're playing that style of game, being really patient. We got the goal we needed. We could actually get a second here. You can see there's enough time before the end of the game. So let's see. Bertrand finds Gabbiadini. He gets it to Sandro. What can Sandro do? He plays out wide to Buffal. Buffal, pass it off. Pass it off. No, he's gonna. I have to sell him. Like, when I play someone else in that position, they don't do that. So it's not the instructions or anything like that. It's the player himself. It's so annoying, because you don't see any of my players waste it as much as that. Gabbiadini does sometimes on the other side, but he's more efficient. He still gets assists, but he does. Buffal, he does that every single time. I don't think he's a terrible player attribute-wise, but the kind of player he is, the way he plays, yeah, it's like outside of our instructions. It goes past that. Gabbiadini. See, at least Gabbiadini gets it on targets when he does take those shots. But as I said, sometimes he does play it off instead. And he looks more dangerous, essentially. But yeah, Buffal, he does that pretty much every single time and waste chances, unfortunately. It looks dangerous when the ball's at his feet, but then the end product is not there, unfortunately. See, this build-up is good. This is what I do want to see. And yeah, could have led to a good chance, but it looks like we're just going to hold on to the 1-0 here, and it should be good enough. So yeah, 1-0, not bad to finish off the season, especially like the time I've joined the club. It's been pretty effective. Like my time at Southampton, my period at them. So yeah, if we go to our history, you can see my stats. You can see the games won 17, drawn 9, lost 8. It's not an amazing record. Goals for 44, goals against 28. The goal difference 16 plus 16, and then winning percentage 50%. Definitely, well, I improved. It would be good to see individual stats how it was at a previous club. Like it says career stats, and you can at least compare that. It's better than my career. So you can see how we did, or you can just see, yeah, we finished 17th with Burton. But yeah, let's see what's going to happen here. Man United do the double too good. Who else? Yeah, Ward-Prowse on form. We received just under 15 million there for our 13th place in the Premier League. It could have been much worse, as you guys know. Definitely, like, getting relegated is so bad. Obviously, not being in the Premier League, like, the money, that will just change so much. At least we got out of the red. But see, even recently, the transfer revenue percentage, it's gone down to 35%. So, yeah, obviously, the current board know that, and we can't be spending too much on transfers, need to put the money into the club. And then Virgil van Dijk was selected in the Team of the Year, the PFA Team of the Year, Premier League Team of the Year. So that's pretty good. Don't forget that will probably increase interest from other teams. Look, there's Barca, Dortmund, Manchester City, Real Madrid, and Sevilla. So that shows me like we have a player we have a world-class player, and he's transfer listed by request if you watch when I joined Southampton. So it's interesting to see what his current feelings are. Yeah, pleased, he promised he'll be sold, so he still wants that, but he's happy to see the club performing well in the league, which is interesting. It's performing well too earlier in the season, of course, but as a whole, it's not too amazing. Ward-Prowse progressing. Oh, look at this. Players inducted into Southampton overall best 11. So obviously only a couple seasons in, so nothing to talk about too much. But here we'll see the fans' player of the season was Van Dijk. I wonder if it could have been a higher percentage if he didn't want to leave. I thought maybe that's a bit surprising, but he's been very, very good. Though one shock to me is Sandro not even being in the top 3. I know he fell off towards the end of the season pretty dramatically, actually. Look, where's the goals? And then look at, you can't see earlier, but yeah, look at that run there. So the goals are dried up for him. I'm not sure the reason why, because we're playing the same style, everything like that. Austin got the goal of the season. Yeah, we'll watch that back actually against Manchester City, because you wouldn't have seen that, especially. So yeah, we'll go into the highlights and we'll be able to watch that now because, like I said, that little issue got fixed. My computer did have a graphics update, so maybe that had something to do with that. It just updated, so yeah, maybe that's why. Anyway, well, there you go. It's in 3D. I didn't even know I changed it. But really, was that the goal of the season? In terms of importance, definitely. It's to get a result against Manchester City. I have never really analysed that in Football Manager. Is it individually, like, just how good the goal is, or does the occasion play a part? Like, that's my experience now. Maybe the occasion, yeah, that played a part there. So, yeah, just have to wait and see. Leroy Sané, but we do play that short passing game, so you're not going to see so many like long shots. Leroy Sané is signing of the season, but he still has so much to prove for us, only signing in January. You see that a lot. When a player signs in January, maybe he does okay if he's a good player, but then, yeah, the next season, yeah, he shows his true quality. So yeah, there's the season review. Again, you know, I join midway pretty much, so for me, it's hard to feel like a season review. especially, yeah, because I wasn't at the start of the season. You want to build my own team. So what we will do now, though, is we will hold a team meeting. And again, it's really hard to think what the squad is thinking in their minds because of what happened this season. Like, generally, Southampton, like a goal, obviously, you want to try and get at least, like, Europa League. You want to try and aim for that. So I'm not sure if we should because of the performance this season. Maybe that will be just asking a bit too much. I'm not sure. But either way, we shall go into the team meeting now. And I think I'm going to say this one. Basically, aim to finish in the top half. I don't think that's unreasonable for Southampton. We'll see what the lads think. Okay, I was waiting for a second there. They were thinking about their reaction. But yeah, that looks to be the right decision. I always see like these team meetings as something so huge, and that's it. Like, no one got a bad reaction. Either stayed the same, just a few guys, but the majority actually improved. Like, I see morale as so crucial in Football Manager, so yeah, I always want to get those right. So I just want to play through a bit more pre-season. Yeah, 5 weeks. I generally do that. I find that the good balance. It's 3 weeks to 6, and yeah, it's one below the maximum you can do. I feel 5 weeks is a good balance for us. So I will continue, not too long, obviously. I won't play the whole pre-season right now. You're going into the pre-season anyway, but I just want to see if anything is going to come with the takeover talks. I'll just see. If not, yeah, we'll end the episode, but we'll see how we go. And also, the board does set the initial budgets, and it's more than I thought it would be, but that's like our overall balance. I don't want to be spending more than that to go in the red, so yeah, we've got to keep that in mind, and the percentage of transfer revenue. But in terms of the actual transfer budget, I'm just surprised about how much it is. That's pretty decent. But guys, here just to point out a flaw in the game, I got questioned whether Leroy Sané has to leave Southampton for a bigger club to earn an international call-up because, yeah, he was dropped. But there's this thing, he's injured, and for 3 weeks. So obviously he's not going to take part of their next game, so... Oh man, that's so annoying. Of course he's not going to be called up, he's injured. It's not because he's playing for Southampton. Man, I normally, like, to me, Football Manager used to be smart with that kind of things. Like, stupid things like that you'd see in FIFA, but last couple of years I've seen that in the game, and yeah, like, I'm not sure, like, what else to say about that. And guys, here we do have the commercial summary for the season. New sponsorship deals. We've got 3 new deals worth 800k per year. 800k, not too bad, but most notable new deal, financial services company, 2-year deal worth 875k, so that's good. The deal will give supporters further ways to engage and show their support for the club through branded products and promotion. So that does sound very good to me. Sponsorship, it's gone up 15 million. Okay, yeah, that's not too bad actually. Well, yeah, you see what it was last season. It hasn't gone up 15 million. It's just it's still more than last season. The corporate and hospitality gone down, but again, hardly any difference. Match that commercial and retail, again, it's more or less the same. The arrow up makes you think, yeah, oh, it's so much more, but not really. Broadcast revenues has actually gone down by quite a bit, more difference than anything else, along with the competition prize money. So that's something we need to work on. Obviously, it would be league position more than anything. So yeah, total merchandise sales were 2.82 million, with non-domestic sales amounting to 1.16 million of this total. The club sold a total of just over 46,000 shirts there. The following shirt names selling very well. There's Tadish, number 1. That surprises me a little bit, not too much. Højbjerg, not too surprising. Virgil van Dijk, yeah, he's been good this season, even though he could be leaving potentially. Ward-Prowse, and then Maya Yoshida as well. So I always like reviewing that commercial summary. It's very, very interesting. Ooh, this is an interesting one. Sandro wants to discuss personal matters, and it feels realistic because his performances dropped. Like, he wanted to leave. He wanted to move away. Maybe, yeah, he felt like the club he was at is not going to be having the success he wants. Like, Champions League in Europe, and Monaco is obviously interested in him. So, again, I always like to say this. I just appreciate your honesty and the way you've handled their interests. I'll let you go provided they come in with a reasonable offer for you, because sometimes they don't even come in with a bid. So we're going to need to discuss how much you want for me first. Okay, this happened last time. Interesting. Let's see. I'd say, would I accept 30 million? Yeah, it says, I don't want to miss out on a move by haggling over the fee. I just feel like 30 million is good, but I feel like I want like close to 35 mil. I'll just say, yeah. Ooh, I'm not sure what the reaction would... It sounds like something that would get a bad reaction. It's not up to you to decide how I conduct my transfer business. You're not leaving. Oh, that's... Yeah, okay. No, yeah, we won't say that. 35 mil? No, that's not good enough. What? I'm not giving you the money. Oh my god. Okay. This is very interesting. Let's go 34 million. Okay, how about this? That seems fair for the current market. That was legit 1 million less. That's so weird. But there we go. What does it say here? Oh, they're close to pulling out a potential takeover Southampton after failing to agree a price with the directors. Well, that's not good news, I guess. Oh, now Ward-Prowse wants to leave. Oh my god, everyone wants to, but it's not surprising because, yeah, a lot of our good players, they expect, oh my god, I'll just say the same. And does it, this must be, like, because this didn't used to happen. This must have been a new feature in FM17. Haven't experienced it, obviously. But he's supposed to be a high potential player, so we're going to go maybe 30 million. I think we'll be overs a little bit. There's like, sorry, you've blown it. But not in a fun way. But anyway, yeah, I'll be willing to accept any offers if they meet this valuation. But I feel it's too much. Yeah, I felt it was too much, honestly. We'll go up to... How about 26 million? Just again, it feels like I'm negotiating the transfer with the player. It's too... This is your last chance. Name a fair price. It feels weird, though. I'm not sure if this is realistic, what happens in real life. How about 23 million? This is my final offer. That's still far too high. We're going nowhere here. I'm really disappointed you couldn't be... It feels really weird negotiating with the player, and I don't think that last offer was unreasonable. I wouldn't want to give like under 20 for him. So he's 23, he's only going to be getting better. See, he doesn't understand, he's a player, he doesn't understand the transfer market like managers would. So in a way, yeah, it doesn't work all the time. Oh my god, everyone wants to leave, but I'm a bit more willing with Nathan Redmond. Like, I feel he's less crucial compared... He's actually worth more than Ward-Prowse. So, okay, that's surprising. I thought... Maybe he's a little bit better than I expected. I don't know. Oh. Can I say it another way? I'll accept an offer, but so they don't ask that question. Okay, I'll say this one, just to see what happens. Just see, wait and see what happens. I appreciate you letting me know your thoughts on the matter, but no bid has been made, and there's not a lot of point talking about it until that changes. What do you mean? No, that's not good enough. I've come to you today as a courtesy, but I've got no intention of letting you fob me off. Is that like a English slang, fob me off? I've never heard that before. You have to agree to let me go. Like, didn't I say I would if a bid was made? Like, a bid hasn't been made yet. What? Okay, I guess I'll just say this then. I'm not going to change your mind, though. If Tottenham Hotspur put in a bid, I'll have to accept it. There we go. But that time I didn't have to negotiate it. The exact price. So, okay, that's weird. That felt like it was a worse talk with the player, but I didn't have to say a specific amount. Interesting. But there we go. Southampton have pulled the plug on the proposed takeover. So unfortunately, that is not going to happen. So we're going to... Okay, the overall balance, it's rounded out. It's kind of... But we need a better transfer revenue. Like, if I'm going to be selling players, we need more money coming into the transfer budget. 35%, like, no... I can't even increase it, though, yeah? Oh, my God. No, like, I can't... I hate selling players when the transfer revenue percentage is so low. And 35%, like, to me, I even see, like, 75% or 70% is low. I want it, like, at least 90. So, I don't know what we're going to do here. Like, because some players are going to be sold and we're not going to be getting money, or we're not going to be getting as much money. So, yeah, I'm thankful for the patience. Okay. At least the transfer embargo is lifted and we can focus. I'm really not sure how we're going to play it out, the transfer window, because our transfer budget is not too bad, honestly. So, yeah, even if the deal, or considering the deal with Leroy Sané, so yeah, it's better than I expected, honestly. So, yeah, we will just finish this episode here now. I'm still unsure. Do you think we should still go ahead and negotiate transfers regardless of the transfer revenue? Because we still have a decent transfer budget anyway, but maybe it could be a bit more. At least it will relieve wages as well. So, do you think we should just not worry about it, because the money still goes to the overall balance of the club? So yeah, the money just doesn't disappear, but it just doesn't come to me for to sign players. But the budget already is not terrible compared to the quality of players that would want to join us. But anyway, guys, we are going to leave this here. If you'd like to see me getting into the third season very shortly, just drop a comment, leave a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys next time.